Well, look, let's talk about some
Pretty
positive
wild.
news. Jameson Williams returns to practice. Jeff, talking about this for weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
When will be the first day? When is the first game? Would it have been on the 4th or the 11th? Yesterday, you get him back in practice, full swing. Jameson Williams available. Probably not going to play on Thursday. I think we can all agree. But it's looking like Jacksonville at home. That's going to be game 1, debut, Jameson Williams, first-round pick. And I can't wait.
Me either.
And this is a speedster. This is a game breaker. This is a game changer. This is the individual you traded up 20 spots for in the first round for a reason. And had he not torn his ACL, not Garrett Wilson, not Drake London, not Chris Olave, none of those wide receivers would have been taken before him. And when the draft was over, and we reminisce on draft day way back a few months, you walked away with arguably the best defensive player and the best offensive player at picks 2 and 12. That was the cocaine. That was the excitement. That was the hype going into the season. That was a huge factor into what I believe all of you agreed on, which was, wow, this front office is really operating in a way that is different. It's going in the right direction. And with Jameson Williams back, it opens up the offense.
Yeah.
You now I like to put myself in other people's shoes. As a defensive coordinator, hell, the defensive coordinator of the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know what I have to do, Jeff?
Game plan for that speed.
I have to game plan for a team that is run first, so I have to commit bodies in the box or they're just going to run on me all day.
Right.
And the moment I do that, I have to be in the back of my head thinking, when the hell are they sending him on a go route? When are they sending him on a deep crossing route? When are they sending him on a deep post? When? Is it now? Is this the play? As a corner, as a safety, as a coordinator, you are always on your heels, and that plays in favor of the Lions. Jameson Williams coming back, not for Thursday, but for next Sunday, hopefully. It is offense changing, and I can't wait to see what Ben Johnson does with it.
Oh, yeah, you got to account for number 9. And I think the bigger thing I'm excited for is for him and Amon-Ra St. Brown, the dynamic between those two guys, right? You have Amon-Ra, who's great, really up to short, intermediate. He's not your big play guy that you're going to throw the ball downfield to, but now you have Jameson, right? DJ Chark was supposed to be that until you get Jameson back. And although Chark, the fit, and again, this is the question I'm going to have, and I'm going to have to see. With throwing the ball downfield with Jared Goff, you just haven't seen it now. Back in L.A., he did it with Brandon Cooks. So we know he has it in him. And for Jameson Williams, it's not even about throwing the ball downfield, right? It's yards after catch. You get Jameson the ball on a slant, a 10-yard out route, he could take that thing to the house. Like, that's just the reality of it. As much as I like Khalif, as much as I like, hell, even Josh Reynolds, Jameson's speed is just something different. He's way, way faster than any other wide receiver currently on the Detroit Lions. So he just provides a different element. And again, you want consistency at the wide receiver position all year. Guys have been in and out. You've had Amon-Ra for a majority of it, but DJ Chark in and out. Josh Reynolds being banged up. So to have Jameson for the rest of the year, him and Amon-Ra playing alongside each other, that's what you want to see, because in the future, those are your 2 wide receivers, dare I say, that are on rookie contracts. And they're unbelievable, man. Those 2 are going to work really well off of each other.
St. Brown started the season so hot, if you remember, right? He was the talk of the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Injury, ankle, fake concussion, team struggling. These last 2 weeks, you've seen what a wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 looks like. And they have him. Amon-Ra is there. He is their best wide receiver.
He's possession.
And when you add Jameson Williams, who offers a unique, totally different skill set than Amon-Ra St. Brown, they complement each other. And I love that you brought up Jameson Williams, not just the guy that can run those deep crosses, beat you on a go route. He's the guy that'll take a bubble screen.
Yeah.
He'll take a standard screen. He'll take an underneath route. He'll take those intermediate, really those short crossing routes, just like Travis Kelce did against Los Angeles, except he'll burn you and take them to the house.
Mm-hmm. And St. Brown's getting those plays right now, which, again, just different speed
they
with
work,
those
but
two.
One has home run ability and the other doesn't.
Right.
And that is why you drafted Jameson Williams. He adds that X factor to your offense. And his return is going to be, I don't want to say season-changing, but it totally changes the offense. It totally changes the way this team plays moving forward. And I think that's something to be excited about. Because now you have an offense, again, I will remind you, they run the ball effectively with their three backs, Swift, Jackson, Williams. They have an offensive line that not only run blocks very well, but they pass protect very well.
They'll give him time.
And they give Jared Goff a ton of time. And now you will complement DJ Chark, working him back into the lineup with Amon-Ra St. Brown in the slot. And Jameson Williams on the outside. And then you can swap them. Jameson Williams can play the slot. This is an offensive coordinator's dream. And I'm telling you, the first time he's out there, you're going to see a bag of plays that Ben Johnson's had in the back of his pocket that he talked through with Dan Campbell from the beginning, from the get-go. Like, hey, when we get this guy, look at this. This is what we can do. And you're going to see it against Jacksonville. And you know what? We'll talk about the Thanksgiving Day game later. 9:30? We'll talk about expectations, what the Lions should be able to do against the Buffalo Bills and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
But what the Lions have in front of them, outside of the Bills, it gets a lot easier. It gets a lot easier. And there are no easy games in the NFL, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But compared to what you have been playing, you were staring down the barrel of 1-9. You're now 4-6. Boy, how things change in the NFL. Boy, how quickly they change. Wait for it. Welcome to the NFL. 3 weeks ago, your coach looked like a turd. 3 weeks later, he suddenly stopped making all these bonehead decisions. And your team is winning football games. Whoa. And they're playing at a higher level? Whoa.
And above Dan, you have a general manager who's finding talent?
Whoa.
That's odd. You find talent,
I was told
make your team better.
I was told Brad Holmes is not a good talent evaluator.
I was told that as well.
So
I
I can't take you seriously.
I'm excited to see, but before we go to break, I'm excited to see St. Brown too, because he's been the number one really all year. But early in the year, when he had those hot streak of games, he had a full complementary of wide receivers around him. He had a full squad of DJ Chark, Josh Reynolds, everyone was healthy. T.J. Hockenson. Imagine when Jameson comes back and he becomes the number one wide receiver we all hope he can be. How much better does that make Amon-Ra? When defenses have to focus. Yeah, everybody, you're right. But with Amon-Ra, I'm telling you, those two are going to do some damage together. So Goff's going to have the weapons.